This is it, guys. Sony WH1000XM3s. So let's cut all the BS and get straight to the point. Now, all the incredible features that come with this guy are all compact into this premium, low-profile, quality design. Now, with the exception of the cushions, the main material being used for the build here is plastic. But I promise you, this feels like one of the most premium pairs of headphones out there. On top of that, in terms of the design, you're getting those copper accents, which look so good, especially on that black background, on the Sony logo and on the microphone. Though I gotta admit, I do actually quite miss the leather finish from the M2s and the MDR1000Xs, and that was unique, and that was different, and that was cool, and it looked good as well. And it was still low profile, but the design was great. So I kind of missed that, but this is definitely by no means bad. So I've had these guys for about a year and a half, and if I'd recorded this about a month ago, I'd be able to tell you that I hadn't had a single scratch or a single dent on them. The reason that changed was because I dropped them, and it was a drop on concrete, which is quite sharp and quite aggressive, so that's why. But that moment before you pick something up after you drop it to see if you damaged it. But I picked it up and I kept on looking to see if there was any damage, and I kept on looking. I didn't find it at first, but then I saw these really small dents on the edge of the touchpad. I don't even know if I can show them on camera. They're really small, but basically these guys are durable. I dropped them quite a bit beforehand, and I'm quite careful with my stuff usually, and I hadn't gotten a scratch before. And I've got friends who I know don't take care of their stuff for fact, but the headphones remained in really good condition. Also, on top of that, in terms of flexibility, it's flexible. You don't need to be extra careful. That's the point that I'm trying to make here, that these guys are durable and you don't need to be worried about anything happening, whether it's by accident or even if it's a fall, then you're probably okay. Wait a second, let's hit pause real quick, because in the description is a link to get you 30 days of Amazon Prime for free. All you gotta do is make an account, and after you do that and you put all your card details in, go ahead and cancel the subscription, so it will automatically end after your free trial ends, so that it doesn't charge your card after the 30 days. But you'll be able to get next day deliveries on tons of items. And literally every item on Amazon exists, even a projection keyboard. On top of that, you're getting tens of thousands of movies and TV shows on Amazon Prime, 2.5 Men, Modern Family, and Prime Originals, plus Prime Music, so you can go ahead and cancel your Spotify subscription. And all of this is only for 8 quid a month. So if you're interested, check that out now. I've worn these guys in the past for hours on end, and I've worn them in 7-hour plane journeys and 4-hour plane journeys and 4-hour car journeys, and they're comfortable. They're not like incredibly amazing. I tried the Bose, and I gotta admit, the Bose QC35s, in terms of comfort, they had the edge there, but they don't get uncomfortable and they don't hurt. The previous generations, however, I'd wear them for quite a bit of time as well, and they weren't that bad. The cushion was still quite soft, but after a little bit of time, you'd probably just develop a little bit of pain. So when creating these M3s, they definitely had a look at the cushion here and made sure to improve it, and it definitely works really well now. Something that's nice to know is that it has a headphone jack, and it comes with an AUX cable, so you can use it on a plane or just use it as wired headphones if that is what you would rather do. I also want to add that it has USB-C and it charges really fast, so about 15 minutes will give you a few hours of use, which is awesome, especially when you realize it's low on battery and you need to charge it before you leave the house, and you've only got 15 minutes, so that should charge you for the day, so that's nice to know. But something I also thought I should add is the USB-C charging cable that comes with it is like a finger long, so yeah, I thought I should tell you guys that. Now, a definite bonus with these guys is the fact that you have the option to have either integrated Google Assistant or integrated Alexa, which is really cool. So if you want to, you can change the function of the ambient sound button to work for Alexa, so if you hold it, you can then talk, let go, and it will do whatever you've asked. Now, the one thing that bothers me about this is you have to choose between either using the ambient sound and noise cancelling button for switching between noise cancelling and ambient sound, or using your voice assistant. You can't properly use both. Now the other option you have is using the button for ambient sound and noise cancelling, so you can switch between the two, and then just hold on the touchpad to bring up your voice assistant. But the problem is it's not as well optimized, so it's not going to work that well, and you're going to get a rather buggy experience, put it that way. One of my favorite things about this specifically was just the touchpad, and I'm really glad that they were always doing that and they're doing that now, because this matters the most when I'm outside, I'm wearing gloves, it's cold, and with the gloves you can't really feel the buttons that well, and it's inconvenient to always have to rely on buttons whenever you want to do a quick change in the song or the volume or anything like that. But the touchpad works great with that, and with gloves as well. As long as your gloves work with touchpads and touch screens, then it's gonna work absolutely fine. Almost always responsive when I've got my gloves on. When I don't have my gloves on, it's pretty much responsive all the time, and there's no thinking about it. You just go ahead and do it, so it's really good. Now Sony have advertised these as the #1 noise cancelling headphones on the market, and I can't really specifically argue with that. I haven't tried many. I tried the Bose, but in my opinion, Sony's has the edge there, and those are apparently the two top competitors that you're not really going to find anything better than. And it works really well, especially when you're out in crowded areas. And like all noise cancelling headphones and earphones, what it's really good at doing is blocking out the bass. So when you're in an airplane and you have that heavy, bassy, deep sound coming from the engine, that is pretty much, you pretty much can't hear it with the noise cancelling on. But then you can hear the higher parts of the sound. But overall, what it does by blocking out this bass is it calms everything down. And those higher noises, they're still quieter. It's not like you can hear them. I mean, what's really interesting is when you're on a plane, you've got them on your head. You take them off and you hear what's going on outside. And the second you take it off just to talk to somebody, you really realize how much work the headphones are doing. And with the noise cancelling comes ambient sound. Now, a lot of headphones and earphones these days already have ambient sound like features, like the AirPods Pros, Sony WF1000XM3s. Check out that video, by the way. But for those of you who don't know what it is, basically it's a feature which, using the external mics, picks up all the surrounding noise and then brings it into the headphones, so you can hear what's going on around you. And the best part is, especially with these Sonys, it sounds very realistic, as if the headphones aren't even on. It doesn't sound like you're listening to a video of the place around you, if you know what I mean. So that's really useful. So you're crossing the road, you're listening to your music, and you want to hear what's going on around you, so you can do that. You can also access it by surrounding the right ear cup with your palm. Basically, this will take down the music to an unhearable level and turn on the ambient sound feature. So someone in Starbucks comes up to you, wants to ask you something real quick, just hold on the right ear cup with your palm, answer their question, and take it off, and your music carries on. There's no lifting the ear cup, so that's kind of a nice feature. The one thing that's really annoying is, say I slept in a car once and I was trying to support my head with my right arm holding on the right ear cup, and every time I did that, I couldn't hear the music. So that's just something that was really annoying. So if you want to sleep using these, you should probably sleep on your left side. And along with ambient sound, you get a feature called Ambient Voice, which you can toggle from the app. And basically it's the same idea, where you can hear what's going on around you, except it's only supposed to work for voices. And it actually works decently well. It's not really a gimmick. It's nice for when you're sitting, you're doing your own thing, but you're with somebody else and you want to hear if they try and grab your attention. And with the app, you can adjust the strength of the ambient sound and ambient voice features and all of that, just so it suits exactly what you're doing. And you can also set it to change modes, whether you're walking, standing, on transportation, anything like that. So that's really cool. Sitting. And so you're just getting a lot of customization here. Now, of course, the noise cancelling and stuff is great, but at the end of the day, they're £300 headphones, $300 headphones, and something that you, without a doubt, should have is just good quality and a good experience and good audio quality. And these are good. I'm not like a crazy audio guy, so for you audio guys out there, you'll probably think what I'm saying is just kind of really consumerish, and that's kind of because it is. But basically, the audio is crisp. It's really crisp and to the point and detailed, and it's immersive, so you kind of feel like you're within it and all that. And on top of that, the bass is really good, and it's got a wide range, so it's really balanced. But me, I like more bass in my music, so in the app you can just add more bass, or if you don't like having that much bass, you can alter those in the app. You can do this on iPhone and on Android, so the app really helps you with that. But basically, audio quality is definitely an A+. But to enjoy that audio quality, you need a good battery life. And before this whole coronavirus thing, I was using these every single day for about 40-50 minutes, maybe an hour, and I ended up charging it once every 2 months on average, which is really good. It warns you a bunch of times before it runs out of battery, so you have time to charge it. I tend to forget, and I realized one morning it's low on battery, and before I go out I need to charge it. I put it in the charger for 10 minutes and I get 5 hours of playback that will last me not only that day but the coming week as well. So not only is the battery life good, but if you forget to charge it for a short amount of time and it will last you the week. And just to quickly dive deeper into the app, basically along with having the option to change modes between whether you're transporting, walking, sitting, standing, and have the option to customize bass and treble, there are also preset sound modes like speech or bass boost, and you can choose to prioritize sound quality over connection or vice versa, so you can get the best experience for your certain situation. And you can choose the function of the ambient sound and noise cancelling button to either work for ambient sound and noise cancelling or for your voice assistant. So yeah, the app is good for customization and just making the headphones suit you individually. Okay, so one of the things I just gotta mention is the case for these guys. The case for these headphones are, I mean, there's not much I can say. Just look at them. It's made out of this really nice gray fabric. It's a really premium material, and overall Sony are just giving you a premium experience with these premium headphones, and they're trying to make you feel like you made the right decision of buying these, and I can't really argue with that. Something I just wanted to add was, if you look back at the Sony logo, I don't know if you guys thought this as well, but I remember before buying these headphones, I thought that was the USB-C port, but just to let you know, it's actually the microphone. And finally, just taking a look at the way it folds. If anyone was curious, it folds in kind of a weird way, but it fits into the case that way, in case you were thinking something else in terms of portability. So in conclusion, these are a little bit pricey, but they're really good, and the price is going down, and most of these features are in the M2s and the MDR1000X. So if you want to go even cheaper and go with the previous versions yet still getting an almost identical experience, then check those out as well. You know what, if you're someone who travels a lot and likes to listen to music a lot when you're not talking to other people, then I say do it. Think of it as an investment, because you're getting what you pay and it's gonna last you. These guys are durable, and the main thing is they deliver. But 270 pounds or dollars is a big ask, and I understand that. So if you want an almost identical experience, then I will leave a link below to the MDR1000Xs and the WH1000XM2s. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. It helps me out a lot if you do that. And even more so, please subscribe if you're new to the channel, because I'm trying to work my way up and the channel is still kind of small. So check out my Instagram and Twitter at El-Naggar, by the way, for a lot of tech related posts and a behind the scenes perspective and feedback and all that. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.